Get on here because I felt really inspired. I've been wanting to do my own channel for a while now because I felt really misunderstood, but it's like that's a whole nother video. It felt like I wanted a voice for like people like me. Girl, I struggle with anxiety. I struggle with being socially awkward. I wanted to be like a voice for people like that, and I don't know why I haven't done it. A lot of it had to do with self-esteem, confidence, and stuff like that. I really wanted to get on here and really talk about like mental health and my struggles with mental health and my continued struggles with mental health. A little backstory for me, I just feel like, you know, your exterior sometimes doesn't always it doesn't always fit like what your mind is telling you. Yeah, people can tell you you're pretty all day, and if you don't believe it inside of here, it doesn't matter. It like kind of cancels it out. It kind of voids it out. I'm sorry this video sounds like rambling, but I'm just trying to get to the points I'm trying to make, I guess. This is my first video on my channel. Like, I had to ask my husband, I'm just like, what is it that people be seeing? Because I don't see like my exterior being worthy enough of so much attention. And I'm not saying like every time I go out the house I don't look like this. Of course I don't be wearing makeup every day, but even when I don't have makeup on and I'm just like, you know, I could go anywhere and it's just like always like, you know, attention, unwanted attention or unwanted looks and stuff like that, even from females. And I just be like, I'm literally trying to live my life every day like everybody else. Like, well, I'll speak for me. Sometimes my brain does not like say like you should be confident, you should have high self-esteem, and that has come from my childhood. It's because I was taken to a very low place, and it took me a while to get out of that low place because of things that I dealt with in my childhood, and it was very traumatic for me, and I always suffered with low self-esteem and anxiety because of it. So when people see the exterior, they don't know that I'm still actually suffering, you know what I mean? Just because I like to wear makeup does not mean I have it all together, you know what I'm saying? That, if that makes sense to people out there, I don't know. And I feel like Chelsea was in the same boat. I mean, she was a beauty queen, she was in pageants, she was accomplished, she was an attorney, like she was a beautiful woman on the outside and looked like, of course, on the inside. But I just feel like those are the type of people that are suffering in silence, the ones who are just these beautiful queens that are accomplished. It's like you look at their life and you be like, girl, what do you not have to live for? You know what I'm saying? And you can see it in many celebrities. Many celebrities have, you know, taken themselves away from this life, and you be like, why? That's not what was going on in here. You know what I'm saying? That was her exterior, and I feel like I understand that type of thinking where she could have maybe went through something traumatic or something put her self-esteem, or maybe she felt like she had to live up to a standard all the time being a pageant queen. Can she just let her hair down? Can she just let her hair down? Maybe she don't want to put up be this perfect image. She wants rest. Even in my childhood, even going back to like high school, like I remember there was times where, now let me explain, let me set up the scenario for you guys. Let me explain. So imagine regular kid, you know what I mean? We didn't have a lot of money. So like I'm a regular kid, regular girl, awkward black girl, whatever you want to call it. And well, I was awkward, so, but whatever you want to call it. And you just mind your business. You want to just get through school because you're going through a lot in your personal life at home, and you just want to get through school. That was literally how I was. I just wanted to get through school. I was going through so much at home that even today I don't even think like my close friends from high school really even know what I was going through. There was times where I was wearing the same jeans. Like I think I might have had like 3 outfits, and I had to literally try to mix and match that up like the best way I could. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I was the target of like a lot of just, I feel like, unnecessary bullying and unnecessary like drama. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember one time, I can give you guys an example. I remember one time I was getting off the bus and I was headed to a family friend's house because we were staying with them at the time because my mom was going through certain situations. And I get off the bus and the girl's like, yeah, and I know she was talking about me because like, I just knew when somebody was talking about me. I just knew, but I was the type that I would never stand up for myself. And this goes along with like all the mental health like backstory, and how it's kind of shaped me to who I am. But I get off the bus and then she's like, well, I'm about to get off the bus, my stop is coming, and she's like, yeah, watch her get off the bus like she all that. And I'm like thinking in my head, like, literally, I don't even have on the latest outfits. I don't even remember what kind of shoes I had on. I know nothing was the latest. I literally probably had old busted braids or something. Like, so I'm just like, I don't know why I was the target. And I remember another scenario in high school, riding the bus, different bus. I think I might have been a junior or senior at this time. I don't remember what grade I was in then, probably like 10th, the previous story. But this girl says, shoot, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so she says, I hear her over talking to someone that I was kind of friends with, not all, like, I don't know, it was like kind of a friendship, I don't know, not like kind of friendship, it was like associate. And she was like, she said to her, she was like, yeah, I don't like her. And like I said, I have a thing for like knowing when people talk about me. Like, I just know when people are talking about me. And mind you, remember what I said previously to set up to the story, I said that I didn't have anything. Nothing compared to the girls that were talking about me. Like, these girls were the girls. They were the it girls. They were the popular girls. So I don't know why they cared about little old me. I really don't know why. Because I definitely didn't look like how I'm presented right now today back then. And the girl was like, why? Like, that's what she said. I heard her say why. But for some reason, God must have blocked my ears. Because I did not hear what the reason was. I did not hear what the reason was. I have no idea. To this day, I've always wanted to know, like, God reveal it. But I guess it wasn't meant to be, because it wasn't meant for me to hear, because I didn't hear why. I was like eavesdropping but not eavesdropping, so I guess I missed it. I don't know. And but I already knew this girl kind of didn't like me anyway because of the look she would give me. And I'm like, I still don't understand why these girls are acting like this when I literally have nothing. Like, I'm not popular, I'm the nerd, I'm weird. Like, why are you coming for me? I have no stake in any claims looking like how I was looking. I don't understand why I'm getting so much weird, why I'm put in these situations of weird hate and drama and just weird stuff. I don't know. But so yeah, I went through that. It was like a lot of situations like that. Like, I remember one time too, I was riding this one bus, and I don't know why I've been on a lot. Well, I know why I've been on a lot of buses, because we moved around so much. But it was another bus, another incident where this was a bus that had a person in a wheelchair, a high school kid that had a wheelchair. And so this bus was wheelchair accessible, or it could accommodate a wheelchair. So these type of buses had an assistant on the bus to help the person in the wheelchair. The bus driver didn't have to do it all, majority of the time. So the assistant, she was a really nice lady or whatever. And, you know, I'll be wondering where these people are today. One time I remember she had talked to me, and she just asked me, I can't remember the conversation. It was so long ago. I was a teenager. I probably was like 15 or 16 at the time or something like that. And she had talked to me, and she was like, you know, she was like asking me how my day was, and just like being that person that she kind of, I guess she was older lady. Well, she might have been her like 40s or something. And I was a teenager at the time, and she really like came and talked to me. I guess she could sense that I was the type of person that just probably needed somebody to talk to, because I was really quiet. And that's all I did. I got on the bus, sat down, and just like waited for my stop and got off. So I didn't understand why I was the target of so much, because I did that on every bus that I was on. And so she talked to me one day, and she was like, you know, how you doing? And everything was fine. Then I think like a week, I said I'm doing fine or whatever, and I talked to her, and I went on about my day and stuff like that. So then she was absent for about a week or something like that, and then she comes back and says that, and to this day I have no idea where this story came from. I don't know if she made it up, but if you're watching, I just want you to hear this part if you're watching. Who knows, she's probably older now, so she was probably in her 40s then. I'm 30 now, so that was 15 years ago. So anyway, so yeah, so basically the thing that happened was She came back. She was gone for about a week. She came back and I guess she was on vacation or something. I can't remember. So she came back and she made this huge announcement after everybody got on the bus. And of course, there were some popular girls that rode that bus as well. She made this huge announcement like, if I offended anyone, I guess she started out like, I guess somebody went and told the bus driver or something. They didn't want her coming to them, talking to them, like, you know, kind of what she did to me. And she was just like announcing it, and I was just like, it was like this announcement where she was saying like, if I offended anyone, you can come to me and let me know, you know, basically saying whoever I talked to went to the bus driver or someone, and it got back to her, and she basically said like, I didn't mean to offend anybody, like yada yada yada. And she made this whole big announcement, and I'm like, okay, obviously she's trying to talk to me, I guess, because she talked to me like a week ago. But the gag is, I never went and told anybody I appreciated her. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know if someone saw our conversation and was trying to get me in trouble or something like that, or like she just did it just to be mean. I, to this day, still don't know. That's why I said, if you're watching, you know, I really appreciated you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had no reason to go back and tell your boss or tell a bus driver that I didn't want you talking to me or something. I'm just like, so then that got the popular girls riled up, and then one girl was like, she got on the bus like the next day and was like, oh, okay, I'm glad, talking to the aide. She was like, oh yeah, I'm glad you're here because I thought I would have to beat somebody up or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm not understanding. Like, I just don't know why I was the target of these things. Like, I can laugh about it now, kind of. Didn't get why I was the target of so much animosity when I really didn't do anything to anyone. I'm a target, like I'm competition. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really understand that, and I was not competition. To this day, that story really does bother me. I wish that I was strong enough to clear it up. I wanted to say something. I just, the words would not come out of my mouth in the moment. I wanted to be like, I really appreciated you. Like, there were so many times I wanted to talk to her one-on-one again and tell her that it wasn't me. Like, I guess she wanted me to come to her. I had plenty of opportunities because sometimes I would be the first one at the bus and she would already be on there, but I kind of just put my head down and just kept it moving. Like I was the target of things that I really didn't deserve, and I feel like that also contributed to a lot of the mental health issues that I was dealing with. You know, I was already dealing with a lot at home, and then to come to school, which I feel like was kind of a safe haven a little bit when I was with my group of friends, it played with my self-esteem because it makes me feel like now that I'm not worthy of the attention that, you know, I receive. Too much sometimes. Like, it'd be too much because in my brain, I'm just not that person. Like, I don't like being the center of attention. I kind of like being kind of in the middle. Like, I kind of like, you know, I don't want to be ignored because that makes me feel bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be ignored, and I don't want to be the center of attention, but I like to be in the conversation and stuff like that, and in actively playing a role in whatever environment that I may be in. If someone gives me a compliment, I'm more of, I can take it now, because before I couldn't take compliments. I would be like, oh, but this, oh, but that. You can have so many people around you and still feel very insecure. You can be married and feel insecure. Just because your husband wants you and wants to be with you doesn't mean you have your own insecurities, because no matter what, it's my brain telling me that. He can tell me I'm beautiful all day. People can say, you know, my kids can say, mommy, you're the best, yada yada yada, but if it doesn't compute here in your own head, you won't believe it. If you don't feel pretty today, it's okay. It's okay to just sit in something. You don't want to stay there, but it's okay to just sit in it, feel the emotion, let it ride, and then let it go. Kind of what meditation does. It allows you to experience your whole body. What do you hear? What do you smell? Is your mouth open or is it closed? What are your hands doing? What are your legs doing? What can you feel under your feet? Like, meditation is the whole body experience, because it wants you to feel everything you're feeling and then take it all in and then release it all out. Let me fast forward, because I actually still experience it as an adult. I still experience the being put in situations, especially with like females, and just being the target. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I could sit back and chill, and I end up in something, and I'm like, I didn't even do anything. I'm just sitting here like, I don't know. Like I really don't know. I don't know if I have like target on the front of my head where I just am like, hey, I look like an easy target. Like I'm just like, yeah, dude, pick me every time. I'm not in the drama, but you can pick me if you want to put me in it. Like that's how I feel like I was like looking in high school, and even sometimes in adulthood. I'm just like, I don't understand it. Like I literally just be chilling. And I can share this one experience with you guys too, because I remember one time I was going to school. It was like Harris School of Business, and I was going to school, and I think I was like 17, 18 at the time, maybe 19. I can't remember. I was around that age anyway, and I had a girl that, of course, going through the same thing, that didn't like me, and I didn't know her. I don't know what I don't know why, but I remember, like, long story short, we ended up bonding through our pregnancies with our firstborn. I remember I had asked her, and I was like, so why do you like me? Like, what, I didn't do nothing to you. I just literally was going to school. We were in the same class. Like, I don't. And I was still I still had very much low self-esteem at that time in my life as well. Like, I had just been kind of set free from a situation, so to speak, and I was able to finally just kind of I was able to exhale. Well, I didn't even know who I was. So that's why in high school, I really didn't know who I was. Like, mental health is a marathon, okay? You don't just go to one therapy session and be like, I'm healed and everything's done. You know what I mean? Well, I haven't experienced that. She was like, yeah, I just thought that you had everything all together and you had a nice purse and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, is this how people are perceiving me on the outside? Because I don't know if it's my RBF, and I'll put what RBF means right here. I don't know if it's that, because maybe that makes me look confident, but I really was like in a really bad space when I went to Harris School of Business. I was not in a good space, and the bags that I was carrying were from Forever 21. They were like $10, $12, like little purses. I was able to buy like little stuff here and there, you know, but it would be like cheap mall clothes, like Forever 21 or H&M. I was in disbelief in my head, because I was just like, I was in a really low space in my life at that time. I think it's just people are projecting their insecurities onto you, and a lot of times I've done it before. I'm not immune. I've projected my insecurities. I've never came out and said anything to a person, but I have done it before. I've seen women, I've been in spaces with women that I would aspire to be like, and then I get insecure, and then something in my brain be like, you know, you get jealous or envious and you feel insecure, and you're kind of projecting that onto them without them even knowing. And some women are really good at ignoring it, you know what I mean? I just personally am not good at, I have not become good at ignoring people projecting their insecurities onto me. It's a work in progress. Like, I've become a lot better. Like, I don't even care anymore now, because I'm a whole woman. I got a family, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could care less how you think about me. Like, I got other bigger fish to fry, okay? Like, literally, I have children to raise. Beautiful woman, I celebrate that beautiful woman. Like, you look good. Like, your makeup is popping, hair is slayed. And I'm not even just saying it like to oversay things, like, or what's the word? Like, to be like, I don't know what the word is, but I really genuinely mean what I'm saying that. And just next time, if those thoughts pop in your mind, put a compliment out there. I'm in a space in my life where I want to see the people around me flourish, because I am who I'm around. Hopefully, I don't know if this video is like being all over the place. Hopefully it's like makes sense. I can have an opinion on my own experience though, so I won't let anyone take that from me. This is my own life experience. I'm just talking about what I've been through, what things have helped me. You know what I mean? I'm not a mental health expert or anything like that. I appreciate everybody who watches this video, even though this was kind of like rambling on, but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop this video and just hope that it does what I want it to do and reach people that I want to reach, and hopefully it resonates with a few of you out there. So peace. I'll see you in the next one.